My earliest memories of my father and uncle are when we used to come from St. Edward's for our holidays. We used to live up the road from the Teeny Court Hotel, which was the first hotel that the group had, which was opened by my uncle and father. I used to run down to the hotel to say hello to my father. Seeing my father there in the hotel all the time, it was clear that that was the line we were going to take.
I remember spending many summers by my dad's side. And I always remember them working and talking about the business at the time, which was Hotel Teeny Court.
I used to go down to work when he used to be down there, and we were one of the first families that opened a hotel on the island. So my father was really one of the pioneers of the hotel industry, because tourism didn't even exist. Most of our business came from the Navy. Lord Mountbatten, he used to supply us with all our bookings, because he used to get all the personnel coming from the Navy, and he used to place them in Teeny Court Hotel. And I used to be there. So this is pre-tourism times. No tour operators, nobody there but the Navy. And the Navy was the first real supplier of so-called tourism in those days.
The lesson that my father taught us was to always be honest and always keep our word.
Work hard. And I think that is, what he taught me most. And l'occhio del padrone. You must be there.
He used to teach me, you need to be observant. In the hotel trade, when you go into a room, your eyes have to go around the whole place 360 degrees and notice anything that's not correct. And that taught me, till today, I find a very big help, because I go into a place today and in a couple of seconds I sussed it all out.
Thomas Cook were the first ones to send tourists to Malta, and the managing director of Thomas Cook in those days used to come to Teeny Court. So he developed a close relationship with my father, and he convinced him to take the site of Fortina. What he told him was, I remember clearly, Maurice, take it because position is unique, and it is unique.
That was the official opening of the Fortina in 1966. There were Malta's leading businessmen there. For my dad and his brother, it was a big milestone for them. That was the start of the hotel. We then expanded it. We carried on buying property next door to us, all on the seafront, and the hotel grew over a period of time.
The idea of Captain Morgan actually started not as Captain Morgan, but what we did, my brother and myself, in our probably mid-teens. We used to charter a boat, run to the hotel, put a notice on the notice board saying anybody wishing to take a trip to Camino, please fill in your name. That's really how it started, and it was a huge success from day one. Following that, the business kept on increasing, and we managed to get an advert from Captain Morgan Rum, which we painted on the ship's side, and that's how Captain Morgan came to be. My proudest achievement was the way the business grew. Tourism on the island was growing, and we kept enlarging the fleet to accommodate the numbers. Another really proud moment that I recall was when we made contact with a Finnish company. They were owners of submarines and started submarine excursions in Chirkovo. White sand, a wreck at the bottom. That was really an amazing operation.
I started doing the basic clerical work, and eventually I started being promoted to different positions up until now. The family does respect its employees. Many of the employees, they've been here since the day I started.
I've been with the company since 1987. Now I'm finishing, my son is here. He's going to be my next generation, and he is a captain for Captain Morgan. They're always looking forward to be better and better and better.
We also invented then the world's first spa bedrooms. And in the spa bedrooms, we had all the different treatments. You get in a normal spa within your bedroom. Maybe 15, 20 years before its time, we did it.
Well, the idea of IC came about because the market was really getting saturated, everybody doing the same thing, and we needed to change tack. The idea probably came about because we were involved in the hop-on, hop-off open-top bus business.
We operate a number of passes which combine both land and sea, which gives our tourists that comes to Malta the opportunity also not only to visit Blue Lagoon and Gozo, they can visit the heritage sites, and everything is combined into one pass. I can say that at least a quarter of the tourists that do visit our island, in one way or another, have touched one of the services operated by the group.
Today we're doing two routes. We have the Lima Valletta route. We do the Three Cities route. They both carry 200 packs. I think the biggest achievement of the group was that it's still around all these years, to the way things worked throughout the years, that it was always one step ahead.
I believe it's a privilege that I was able to work within the family business, a business that was started by my grandfather and carried on being built by my father and his two brothers. Being the third generation today that runs and heads as the CEO of the group, the family business, that gave me a huge sense of joy, and also I'm very proud that I could have delivered. I had the chance to deliver the growth and the expansion that we saw and are seeing as a group. I believe that my achievement goes out with the team that I have with me, that we look at always keep on expanding. But if I had to mention one of them, one that we put in a lot of effort, is the redevelopment that we underwent under the Fortina, the site where we literally converted the whole site, 60,000 plus gross area square meters, into a mixed-use development of hotels and apartments, commercial areas, retail outlets and stuff. That was, I believe, the biggest achievement, and a lot of hard work went into that.
I think he would be very proud, because he was proud while he was still alive. He was proud to see us working and growing the business.
From 88 beds to 4 hotels to the whole mix, and then to Fortina as it became with the 4 and 5 star, and then to Fortina as is today. I would expect him to be proud.
I believe his 3 sons did a fantastic job in growing the business in those hard times as well, when tourism wasn't that easy. They had a vision, they carried on investing, they carried on pushing, and I wanted to take that, doing the same thing but in today's operations.
I think my father and uncle today would be very, very proud to see what they started all those years ago, and to see what we managed to do till this day.
I do believe that today, him looking down upon us from above, I'm sure he is very proud of his children, and I hope he will be as proud of his grandson.